Hi guys, it's Ethnic Green Living here, and I am in my craft room slash office space, so it looks a little bit different. And if it's just too much in the background, let me know. I'll just be sure not to record here again, because I do want you to be okay watching this. So for all my returning friends, hi friends. And to all my new subscribers and friends that are just checking me out, hello. Thank you for stopping by to join me. Almost like you're here just having a conversation, having some hot cookies that I just baked, or some cake or tea, my absolute favorite. Anyways, I am Christy, homeschooling, working mommy of 5, and I'm here today because I'm so excited. I got some happy mail from one of my sweet friends, Tanya, and she is over at Project Happy Home. So if you have not subscribed to her channel or found her over on Instagram, what are you waiting for? You're missing out. She is awesome, and I absolutely love her, and I love how authentic she is. I love how she's very transparent, and she's completely honest. She just is. And so I have some happy mail from her, and I'm extremely grateful for her thinking of me, because we just don't know what other people need or want, one, and then two, it's just really good to share when you can, because if you're not using something and you know they want it or would love it, and it's just sitting on your shelf, it's better going somewhere where you know they're gonna love it and appreciate it and treasure it, you know? And so I feel like that's kind of what's happening here. And so, and me receiving this happy mail, it made me, hey little mama purple, it made me want to go and clean my schoolroom. So I called a friend over and I was like, come over. And she left with like this big bag, and she was like, and she was just as happy to receive what I gave her as I was to receive what Project Happy Home Tanya gave to me. So without further ado, what did she give you, Christy? She gave me dun, 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 some goodies from the Good and Beautiful. So I don't know if you guys have seen my previous Good and Beautiful haul, but basically I purchased the first grade, I purchased typing, and I purchased handwriting for first and third grade. But I did not purchase the third grade curriculum. And yeah, that's a really good idea to share. It's so awesome. And so I didn't purchase the third grade one, and I was about to purchase it. And story time. I had a van that was 13 years old, a Toyota Sienna, which I loved, but it just was on its last leg. And so I got a vehicle, I think like on a Monday, and then my husband's transmission went out on his Arcadia like a couple of days later. So within like 3 days, we had to get a new van and a new SUV. And it's a blessing, but of course we know that it's coming at a cost. So from that, I was kind of thinking about a no buy challenge, because Tanya does that on her channels, no buys, product reviews, just all those things. And so I was thinking like, well, I guess I better get in there to the shelves and use what I have. And so this works out perfect. It just comes at a really perfect time. Like, you know what, maybe I can just use what I have and not have to buy anything. So this is the challenging words. They're not even open. Oh my gosh. And here is the language, arts, and literature third grade level. And let me just tell you guys, I absolutely love the first grade. I do. I feel like it is so easy for my kid. He wants to do it. He's excited about it for the most part. And it's really quick, and I just love how it's all written out for me. So I'm just going to share with you a couple pages. Or maybe I'll have to come back. But this is lesson 17. Then lesson 18 is geography, continents, countries, and states. And I love that it's kind of open and go, because I have 5 kids. And this year I'll be adding my youngest one to the mix, and this is a continuation from the previous page, but I'll be adding my youngest son, my last son, to the mix. So I'll be homeschooling 4, and so I want to do all the things, but I don't have all the time. And so what I love about this curriculum is it kind of ties in everything that I kind of love and like And so that was all 18, all three of those pages were 18, less than 18, but then sometimes the pages is just 1 page or 2 page. But I love that it ties in all the things that I love and like, without me having to be all over the place and having so many books for each child, because I do have so many children already. But this, if you're not familiar with it, it contains literature, grammar and usage, punctuation, art, geography, spelling, vocabulary, writing. Like, I love that it's all in here. So I think one of the things is it doesn't say poetry. And for first grade, it does contain poetry, which is not a deal breaker and it's not a big deal, but I did just want to point that out because I was thinking about it. So I'm really excited to have this and just to dive into it and see what I think about it. Already I can tell you it's awesome in the fact that it's diagramming. For those of you who don't know, I teach an essentials class with classical I actually direct a classical conversations community group, and I tutor the essentials portion, which is basically the middle school grammar English portion, and we literally do diagramming there. So this is really awesome that they're picking it up in about lesson 34. So, and prepositions. So anyway, I just wanted to share my happy mail. Hopefully you didn't think this was like rambly, because I try not to be rambly, but I did want to share with you guys what I received. And they are having a conference coming up, to Good and Beautiful. I really want to go, but I'm not sure that I'll be able to make it this year. I haven't been to a conference of that magnitude since I went to the Teach Them Diligently at the Gaylord in Washington, D.C. And it was phenomenal. Jamarel was there, like a bunch of amazing YouTubers. But at the Good and Beautiful, some of the YouTubers that I love is gonna be there this year, and I'm like, I want to be there. And so Serena's gonna be there from the Fall Co, and Erica from My Busy Bees and Me is gonna be there, and if you watch Greats and Grits, she's gonna be there, and so a few more people, and I want to be there too. Oh, wow. So anyway, I just wanted to share my happy mail with you guys. I am a fan of the Good and Beautiful. I love that they kind of tie in all of the classical methods that I love, from Waldorf and Charlotte Mason and Montessori, and I just love that they do that. And I like their readers. I will say that especially for the lower grades, this one's actually black and white, this reader, but for the lower grades, I know they're coming out with some more readers and stuff that has a lot more diversity. And for some people, diversity doesn't matter. For people who are ethnic or may have a little brown to them, or a little tan, or whatever you want to say it, it matters that you can see your child in what you're reading and what you're studying and what you're reviewing over. So if it matters to you that you're able to see different ethnicities and people from all cultures and walks of life and shades in your books and things, then you'll love the fact that the Good and Beautiful is coming out with their new program in just a few months, and it will include a lot of diversity. But for these third grade readers, I just went through both of them. They don't even have any color, so it doesn't matter. But with the first grade readers, they do have color. So the pages are color, the illustrations are. So anyway, this is my haul. I do see a couple people on there. If you guys want to comment anything or ask me anything or tell me anything, this is your time. I'll give you a minute to type. Somebody was like, you ended too fast. You asked, but then we didn't get a chance to type it and you're off. So I do want to give time. And if anybody's on and you're using the Good and Beautiful, what do you think about it? Like, how has it worked for you? I know Tanya liked the first grade, but not the third grade. And she actually has videos and reviews over on her channel if you want to check that out. I don't really have a lot of reviews on my channel. I just use the stuff. I come on and be like, hey, look what I got. Just to kind of document it, and just for my memory's sake, because I don't always jot things down. And then when I have a lot of free time, then I go back and just jot everything. But I love The Good and Beautiful, and I suggest it. And let me just tell you before I forget, and I'm really glad that I remembered, you can actually download for free grades 1 through 5, the English portion of The Good and Beautiful. Free. You can download it and print it at your home. So I don't think that you get the books in a challenging works. I don't know. Don't think so. But you can get this whole thing for free and download it yourself. So my channel is all about, you can do a lot with a little. And let me tell you, baby, if you don't have a little, or if you don't have a lot, and all you have is a little, if you can just figure out the printing component portion of it, you're good to go, because it's free. And they even had a marine biology. Now let me tell you, I'm not sponsored or anything like that, but I love what works. I love what works for my family. I am a large family. I have 5 kids. So although there are certain things I would love to do, and there are certain things I would love to do exclusively, like ward off and just like all the things, I can't do that realistically with 5 children. I just have to be honest, and I have to be okay with, and this may be a talk for another day, but you have to be okay with just doing what you can with what you have, where you are. I know sometimes we have these expectations that not someone puts on us per se, but that we put on ourselves. We have things that we want to do, we have desires and goals, etc. But you just have to be okay with what you have and where you are. And so maybe someone who has, you know, what it looks like in a homeschool home of maybe 1, it's going to look different than what it looks like for 2. And for someone who homeschools 2 children, it's going to look different than it looks for 3. And someone who homes 4 or 5, could you imagine? It's just a lot. It's more people, it's more time, and it means you need to be more on top of your game. So anyway, I didn't see anybody type any questions in there, but Tanya, if you watch this, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I have a lot of love and respect for you. Thank you for all you do. Erin, hi. Hi, friend. I was just saying my goodbyes. Tanya sent me some Good and Beautiful, and you know I love the Good and Beautiful, so I was really happy about it. So it's 3rd grade. And I was just saying how it was perfect timing, because we just had to buy a van and an SUV because our vehicles messed up. And so this was perfect timing. And I was saying I was so inspired by her blessing me that I just went through all my shelves, and then I had, watch the replay, and I packed up all of my goodies that I wasn't using, that was just sitting here, that I'm like, I'm gonna use it, I'm gonna use it, I'm gonna use it, and I still haven't used it. So I was like, you know what? And I packed it up and I gave it to somebody else, and she was like, and she was so happy, the same way that I was so happy with Tanya. She was so happy with me. My library haul was awesome. Yay! I'm glad you liked it, because those kids, they had the time of their life. So, Erin, thank you for all your love. Oh my gosh, and support. I really appreciate you. So maybe I'll message you offline, because I've already been on here a few minutes. But oh, have you checked out anything from the Good and Beautiful, Erin? And have I already said that they do have a free grammar for 1st through 5th, and they do still have the free download to the marine biology. And I heard that I think they're even going to have some high school stuff on sale 50% within the next week or so. So I just didn't know if you had used any of their stuff or not, or any of their free items anyway. So let me know, we can talk offline. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I love you guys. And until next time, remember, you can do a lot with a little, and blessings.